Hey guys, so I just want to show you how I file and shape my nail after I have my hard gel on. And we're just going to do these two, and I'm going to want them to be in a coffin shape. Maybe fix a couple that look a little bad there. So yeah, we're just going to go over and show you how I file. So I always start with a hand file. Okay, so I'm just going to go in first things first. I push back if I have any like gel that touched my skin, and these are pretty off shaped, so I'm holding this to my skin and it's just before you touch, and then I'm kind of going in, and that's what we're getting from that. Okay, now I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this side, and I wonder if I can do it while I have my thing on. Let's put our lamp on, or our lamp, let's put our dust collector on. And guys, I'm keeping my file very straight. Now this is 100 grit. This is an 80 grit. I love this file because it's metal, and it'll make you keep it straight because it doesn't bend. So I really like the metal files. I really do actually prefer them. But I had a couple extra, or I still have these. So sometimes I just grab whatever is there. But I do want to share this file with you because, especially for beginners, I find it just helps with your shape. It really helped me get my shapes because it doesn't bend, so you don't get like that wonky nail, right? Just take it down a little. Now these, because again I had these on for a few weeks, your nail will start to bend down. It'll start curving down. I want to make that straight again, so I'm just going to go in and take off the edges a little bit, and that'll straighten that right up. Again, we're just going underneath. Now you don't want to catch it up like this because you will file here, which it'll make a weak point. We don't want that. So you just kind of want to keep it off your nail a little. Get in there, but you see how I'm not touching the nail? Just a smidge. You just want to take up those little curvature edges, and then it'll give you your straight nail back. And you could do that a few times, and then, but eventually you're going to have to just replace that nail. Now, if you're hand filing, go in and around your cuticles. Now, if I'm going to use a hand file on this, I'm going to use 100 grit, meaning if I'm going to hand file the whole nail. Now, this I'm going up, just in an up motion. Now I'm going to go like this. I'm going to kind of move my sanding file. Guys, I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on with me. So yes, I'm just kind of in the curvature, rounding out that side wall nicely. Okay. Now, let's get this little guy. It comes in handy. Same thing. I'm going to be going like this with my file, like making that like half circle motion. Go in a circle. Or attempt to, whatever that would be. You know what I'm trying to say. Now, if you find it's a really thicker place, you can just kind of get in there a little. So we're going to want to do. Now we want to take this down. You see how thick that is? That's too thick. I remember watching videos trying to learn, and girls never showed the or I couldn't find girls, I shouldn't say that, or I just, who knows, haven't found them yet, the point. Would never show the tip and to know how thick it is. They always say, oh, don't be as thick as a credit card, but sometimes like you just want to see it. At least I did. I'm a very visual person. I'm like, I need to see how thick that really looks, and it would be so hard. You'd almost have to like freeze frame just to see the thickness. So I'm going to show you the thickness up close. I hope all this sounds fine with the fan going, but it's very important to keep your fan on and be wearing a mask. This dust is so fine with gel. You don't want to be inhaling that, guys. Crispen that up. So here, that's still pretty thick. Like we don't need that thickness. And it's, you see how it was going straight? We don't want that to be straight right there. Not with this style of nail. If this was a Russian almond, then yes, we want that straight edge, but here we want that rounded out edge. To do that, you can go down, like sometimes the easier motion on your hand or your wrist, or up. That's a preference thing. Okay, you see how we're rounded now? We're still a little edgy there, but that's fine. That'll go when we take that down a little bit more. Now here, trying my best. You see my file? My file is not touching up there. So we're just, yeah, sorry, it's not touching my apex. So when we go like this file, we're taking down the width of it, but we're not actually touching our apex. See how I'm not touching? So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do that faster. And so it's just the angle. You want to keep your brush, or your file. Okay. Now, because I'm just doing a hand file, say I don't have a drill, now I've straightened these out quite a bit. I like that little dent that you kind of get in a nail. That little, you know, so I'm just going to kind of put that in a little. And that you just kind of go in the middle. See? That is how thick our nail is. That's it. That's all you need. I think you can kind of see it. You could probably get it a little thinner too if you wanted to. Which, again, once we're buffing and that, it will get a smidge. But you want to get it down to that before you feel like, okay, my filing could be done. I think that's good. Pretty good looking nail. And the only thing, okay, one thing I do want to say, I have some gel on underneath this, and this is what I need a lot of people to remember with the rubbery gel. So this right here, it almost looks like it's like my nail, and all that really is like that gel. Now, you don't want to go in and file too much of that, and you want to be really, really careful. But just take any little smidges out. Like if you can get them, don't even like stress it, but don't keep filing at it because it will just put a divot into your nail. Okay, so that one's done. We hand filed that one. I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty even to this one. This is my weird little nail, so. But yeah, so there we go. Hand filed. Now it's just hard gel. Okay, let's move on to this one. Again. Okay, now we can grab our drill. We'll put that to about 8. Right, I'm just going to finish it up with some hand filing. Now I'm putting my nail underneath this nail, and just to hold it sturdy. We have our apex, we have a good stress point, and then we thin down to about that thin. I'm trying to for it to actually focus. There we go. That's about it. Like I said, there's probably like a 1, 2 if you know how sharp you want that. One second. I knew you were gonna do that. Okay, stop it. Absolutely love Melody Susie Dust Collector. My only thing with them, like my only beef, is how sensitive those side buttons are. Yeah, they take me just, I don't know, it's crazy. Little alcohol. Okay. I really think we're good. Could go in if we really, really wanted to, if it was just a little bit messy, or we just couldn't get that close to our cuticle. The one with the cuticle bit. Just to make sure that that is nice and flush. I can feel where I have a little extra product, so it will help smoothen out that area as well. That's just dough, guys, so we'll just kind of take off any of, I don't know, maybe we missed a piece or two. I don't know why I took my duster away when I knew I had the buff. But okay. One last thing, last but not least. I find for the hard gel, sorry, not hard gel, but like the rubbery gel, these ceramic bits is like the only thing that will actually go through them. But be careful, because she will stab you. So this is on 4, and I'm just going to go in and clean up that nail a little. Okay, that's not coming up easy, like it wants to be whatever, leave it. We will just go in and nip that off because it will go through your nail and you will have weak points. So we don't go too ham with this process. You can get in there and get your little well too. Maybe I'll just do all of them. Tighten it up a little. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to turn that off and we're just going to get our nippers. And all that is, guys, is that glue. Try your best to clean that up before, but it's going to get under there, like, you know what I mean? And there you go. Okay. Bad me for not using my drill. I don't know why I did that, but again, alcohol. Clean. Clean underneath. A little more alcohol underneath. There you go. Put some cuticle oil on. Top coat. Should always base then top coat to seal them in, but you are good to go. All what we needed. I hope this helps, guys.